I was sitting here, deep in the weeds of reviewing the latest iPhones, and honestly, they're fine. They're iterative. It's a phone. But then Meta decides to interrupt September tech season. I fly out to California thinking I know what I'm about to see. Because just 10 months ago, less than a year, I saw this, the Orion prototype. It was cool, sure, but it cost $10,000 in materials, it needed a separate computer strapped to your body, the battery died in an hour, and if you wore them, everyone knew you were wearing a computer on your face. It was a science project. 10 months later, they hand me this, a finished product, with a price tag and a release date. The speed at which this technology just moved from impossible prototype to thing you can buy is honestly terrifying. Today, I'm going to tell you why these might be the most important piece of tech I've tried all year, and the one feature that felt almost telepathic. Let's dive in. So, these are the new Meta Ray-Ban Display smart glasses. Clever name, right? They look surprisingly normal. Yes, they are chunky, about 69 grams, so if you don't wear glasses, you'll notice them, but they aren't cyborg chunky. Here is the magic trick. Unlike the old Ray-Bans that just took videos, these have a monocular display hidden in the right lens. It's 42 pixels per degree, sharp, full color, and crucially, it hits 5,000 nits of brightness. That means you can actually see this HUD outside in sunlight. But the biggest upgrade from the prototype? The stealth factor. Remember the light leak on older AR stuff where your eye would glow? It's basically gone. I could be scrolling through Instagram Reels right now, and unless you hit the perfect angle, you have no idea I'm not looking at you. But wait, how do you control a screen on your face without looking like an idiot tapping the side of your head constantly? This is the part that blew my mind. You wear this neural band on your wrist. It uses surface EMG technology. It's literally reading the electrical impulses in your arm muscles as your brain tells your fingers to move. 10 months ago, this was just a concept for typing. Now, it is insanely accurate. You can pinch to select, twist your wrist for volume. I was typing full sentences in mid-air with 0 errors on the first try. It feels less like using a controller and more like simplified telepathy. It's wild. Okay, but the big question. The previous Ray-Bans were huge hits just because people loved POV video. Why do you need a screen? Isn't audio enough? I thought the same thing. But after trying them, there are 5 things that fundamentally change when you add a display. Number 1, silence. Sometimes you don't want to talk to Meta AI out loud in public. With the screen and the neural band, you can navigate menus, check notifications, and control everything completely silently. Number 2, the camera viewfinder. Finally! No more guessing what you're recording. You can frame your shot perfectly and even review the photos right on your lens immediately after taking them. Number 3, video calls. You see them in your HUD, they see your point of view. It's pretty sick for sharing an experience. Number 4 is the killer app for me, Maps. If you have a terrible sense of direction like I do, having a rotating map and turn-by-turn arrows that track with your head movement as you walk down the street, it is so absolutely clutch. And number 5, real-life subtitles. It uses beamforming mics to listen to the person in front of you and project live captions onto the HUD. And yes, if they are speaking another language, it can live translate. That feels like straight sci-fi stuff. Oh, and I have to mention the charging case. It folds completely flat when not in use. It's pure genius design. And holds 4 extra charges. So, how much for this leap into the future? $800. It's expensive. It's the price of a phone. But honestly, compared to that $10,000 prototype, I wouldn't be surprised if Meta is losing money on the hardware just to get these onto people's faces. But there's a catch. The catch is, it's Meta. If you have privacy concerns about Facebook, strapping their cameras and microphones to your face might not sit right with you. And right now, it's a walled garden. That messaging, it's WhatsApp. Those maps, they're not Google Maps, it's Meta's own data, which might not be as good. There is no app store yet. The saddest part is, if you watch the keynote presentation, you wouldn't know how good these are. The live demos were an absolute disaster. The Wi-Fi failed, it was brutal to watch. But trust me, the actual product is light years better than that presentation suggested. Despite the keynote fail, and despite the meta baggage, these are hands down the best smart glasses with the screen I've ever tried. The rate of improvement is staggering. It really made me start thinking about the post-smartphone world for the first time seriously. Imagine being on a hike and just seeing the view, snapping a photo without putting a rectangle of glass between you and reality. But it brings up a new social dilemma. We're used to people being rude and checking their phones. But what happens when you're talking to someone wearing these and every 10 seconds they just subtly glance down and to the right? Are they listening to me or are they reading a text message on their eyeball? It's subtle, but you notice it. It's a whole new type of social awkwardness we're going to have to figure out. What do you guys think? Is $800 worth it to have telepathic texting and maps in your eye? Or is this just another privacy nightmare waiting to happen? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.